Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is just a sketchbook day. Today we are going to just be doing a fun sketchbook kind of spread. Nothing too serious, just stuff to get me warmed up for getting into my sketchbook and starting the new year with some art. I don't really have a plan for what I want to do, but I know I want to do some fan art of some sort, so I was thinking Shrek, possibly. I know it's super not really my usual, but I wanted to do something non-serious so I can kind of get into the habit of getting back into my routine of art, especially traditionally, because I have recently been struggling with that, and I want to be able to be better with pushing myself to do more art forward initiatives and stuff. You'll see me speak a bit more about that in my as I progress throughout the video, but yeah, so come with me to do some fan art, and most likely Shrek fan art, because I don't know, it's something different for me and it'll help me improve and get me back into that art routine. So follow along. Right now, I feel stuck in an in-between space, trying to survive while quietly grieving who I used to be. Much of that weight comes from my job, where learning slowly has made me a target instead of something understood. My coworkers mock me for being too dumb or too slow, and this week they humiliated me by making me stand out in the cold while it snowed, laughing and talking about me over headsets, which they didn't know I was wearing too and could hear every word. It was cruel, and it's left a deep mark on my mental health. But still, I stay on the job. This job is my most financially stable I've ever had, and that security keeps me trapped, despite how damaging the environment is. And I've been called a job hopper before, and I'm not trying to repeat that pattern, even when it feels a little unbearable. Outside of art, I feel passionless. Work exists only to fund my survival. Sometimes I wonder if something is wrong with me. But when it comes to art, I feel capable and intelligent in a way I never do elsewhere. I mean, since my senior show last year, there's been an emptiness I can't quite name. That show was a peak, like a moment where art was not just my passion, but my structure and my routine and my purpose. Art was school, art was necessary, and when that ended, so did the framework that held me together. Without it, my mental health has suffered, and I've struggled to find direction or momentum. Days kind of blur together now, and motivation feels distant. So I turned backward. I turned to nostalgia. I began revisiting the movies that once brought me comfort. Disney at first, familiar and safe. Then I rediscovered the golden gem that is Shrek, a film that I haven't fully appreciated as a child. A subversive fairy tale, unapologetically weird, heartfelt, beneath its humor. It made me laugh when I needed it most, and more importantly, it reminded me that stories don't have to be perfect or conventional to be meaningful. Through Shrek, I found relief, small moments of joy that softened the edges of my sadness. That comfort found its way into my sketchbook, and I created a spread that felt like a bridge between my childhood and the artist that I am now. It isn't perfect, and it isn't really that finished, but it exists. And in that existence, it's proof that I'm still growing, still capable of joy, still connected to that part of myself that creates not because it must, but because it loves to. I may be stuck right now, and I may not know how to move forward or how long this chapter will last, but I do know I just need to be patient with myself. So follow along as we create this thread, and give me any comments down below if you feel the same way. Alright, I'll see you at the end. Okay, so thank you guys for following along with this little fun sketchbook kind of fan art spread. It was really fun to do. A little struggling because of the oil paint, but overall it was pretty fun, non-serious, and I want to do more art like this in my sketchbook that is kind of like a break from the traditional kind of art that I usually do. So thank you so much for watching and everything, and if you have any suggestions for what else you want to see me draw, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will definitely draw them. So yeah, I look forward to seeing where I continue to go with this sketchbook, and if you want inquiries about prints or anything, just keep following my socials. Like and subscribe, and check out my Instagram and other socials. Bye!